Get the
The
party
party
started.
started.
I'm coming up and I'm coming. I like Pink.
I do too. I didn't know being an aerialist was part of being a singer.
Oh my god. Yeah. To do some of that stuff, to have the ability to do some of those moves while singing
Yeah, yeah,
and keeping it sounding really good. I
yeah.
just was blown
I
away
heard
by it.
recently she did a prior to the pandemic. Uh,
Yeah.
I guess her rigging person didn't, and she took a little flop to the ground.
Yeah. That was a while ago.
Yeah, yeah. Wonder if they're
All
still
right.
working.
Probably not. So welcome to the Pink fan podcast. So yeah, welcome everybody. How y'all doing? Yeah, Michael's in here. That's cool. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm gonna close that because we're not gonna need that. So, are you ready to go ahead and get into the shizzo?
Sure.
All right. In today's show, we've got news about Disney Cruise Line pop-up shop. Disneyland Resort theme park tickets and packages are now available. Headline news, meetups, trivia, and so much more, all in today's Disney Parks podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
All right, everybody. Before we get too far into the show, we want to make sure that you're aware of a brand new show that we put out last week with former Walt Disney Imagineering writer Brian Collins, who helped create the magic for many of the world's most beloved attractions, including the Jungle Cruise, Epcot's World Showcase, and the former Great Movie Ride. We spoke about what goes into reimagining a attraction at Walt Disney World, and it's a great show, and it's already out there in your podcast feeds because it went up last week. We're going to be doing these shows once a month with Brian, and we have something extra special a little bit later in the show, but we'll tell you about that in a little bit. So don't miss the Imagineering the Magic show coming out on Tuesdays every once a month. So yeah, we want to thank Brian for being part of the show and sharing his knowledge with all of us. And we would be remiss if we did not share all we could about our good friends over at Destinations to Travel. Whether you're just starting to plan next year or maybe even this year vacation or some type of a destination event, if you have questions or if you just want to have some help planning, contact our friends over at Destinations to Travel. They will be your guide for your dream vacation. And hey, look, things are kind of crazy right now. We don't know what's open, how things are going to be. Travel restrictions change, and now is the best time to have a travel planner helping you, keeping you aware of what's going on in the travel industry. And it doesn't cost you anything. So why wouldn't you use a travel planner? So go to Disney parkspodcast.com/travel, fill out a quick little questionnaire so they get a little information about what you're planning on, and someone from Destinations will get in touch with you. We want to thank you so much for supporting us, and we're proud to be a part of the Destinations to Travel family. So definitely go to disneyparkspodcast.com/travel.
Yeah, and we got a taker on the luggage. So,
oh, really?
Somebody booked the trip, paid for it, and the luggage is gone. Finally gone.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do with all that space now in your garage?
There's still other things there that we have to give away.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I still have things.
We also want to, obviously, we need to do a shout out for Christina and Adriana, who are doing guest articles over at DisneyParksPodcast.com. They're doing a great job. Those articles are amazing. So we want to thank those guys as well. So there's that. There we go. How you doing tonight, Uncle Tony?
Good. How about you?
Not too bad. It was kind of a rough end of the week for me.
Mm.
Had a couple little health issues there, but no biggie. I'm better.
Yeah.
And
We went to.
we had
You said you went to Disney Springs, right?
yeah. Like Disney
Crowded,
Springs.
not crowded. You went on a Thursday, right?
We went on a Wednesday night
Oh,
actually.
Wednesday, okay.
We went Wednesday night,
So that wasn't
and
the weekend.
no, it wasn't. And there's still a fair amount of people, as they would say down in Australia. There's a fair dinkum amount of people, and we got there relatively early, and we walked over and we had a cocktail at the Dockside Margarita place and listened to the music and watched the sunset. Our buddy walked over from Saratoga Springs, and we had dinner over at the boathouse. Had a great time, and then we drove them home, and that was it.
Did you
It's a
have
great
the Disney Cruise Line pina colada? Because I got a special Disney Cruise Line drink over there.
No, I didn't. I had
No.
I did have a pina colada, but I did not have the Disney Cruise Line version. I didn't see it on the menu.
Mm. Maybe they
But yeah,
maybe they didn't roll it out yet.
maybe I don't know. But they were super. I mean, everywhere you went was busy.
Yeah, everybody was 6 feet apart.
I didn't say 6 feet apart. I just said busy. There were a lot of masks though, but we did a fair amount of looking, shopping, and we the stores that they have in the co-op right now are awesome. Just some great stuff. They've got a lot of really cool stuff out there. A lot of great Dooney and Dooney and Burke purses that match dresses and accessories now.
Yeah.
A lot of really cool stuff in the kitchen area. They got really awesome dog and cat pet clothes and Disney themed items there. So I love the co-op. I always have. Still doing well.
Yeah, I like that too. I've been avoiding it because of spring break, and the only time I can really go is on the weekends. And
Right?
it's been pretty busy from what I've heard and seen, and I'm just, I guess if I went in the morning and got in, got out, and got it done, but I'm not a morning person, and that's my trap.
Right.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
Because by dinner time, it's just a zoo, and I know Bueno want to be there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Did you do anything? Did you
No,
do
I
anything?
did. No, I did not this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah. I was. I had plans to go do something at a hotel, but that failed. So, but this
well.
Saturday I do have lunch reservations at the Wilderness. So there's that.
Yeah. So we watched a lot. I got sick late Wednesday night. So Thursday all day I was in bed, and Friday I was starting to feel human again, and Saturday we didn't do too much. So we watched a ton of Disney Plus. So we did a lot of that. So I did a lot of Disney this weekend, just not in the way that I would wanted to.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. So anything else you want to chat about before we get into it?
No, sure. Let's fire it up.
All right. Nothing else we can do but get into the news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Well, now you can learn and play to celebrate Earth Day in the My Disney Experience and Play Disney Parks apps. As we can continue to celebrate our Earth Month, Disney's decided to share more about the environmental initiatives and conservation efforts underway to protect our planet and show guests how to have some fun in their own backyard. So on Earth Day, April 22nd, so that's Thursday, thank God Earth Day chose the 22nd because nobody wants to get, in crossfire with Apple Day. Whew, thank God. Guests can check out the My Disney Experience app to learn all about the different projects from Disney destinations around the world and how they can participate through activities at home that can help make a difference. From recycling plastic bottles to creating pollinator gardens, we're discovering new practices that help the environment that we can invite, and I say we as in Disney invites guests to join wherever they may be. In a new series of mini games, guests can listen closely and test their ears to see if they can identify the species whose sounds delight our guests every day. Plus, in a special episode of Disney Parks Wild Sights, guests can meet the Nigerian dwarf goats of Kilimanjaro safaris. As some of our Disney's newest residents, these goats have a unique home on the savannah, and Disney cast members can't wait to tell you about them and their habitat and how it came to be. Guests can hear from the Disney teams who helped create it and see how we can all take steps to protect animals' habitats in our own communities and around the planet we call home. But that's not all. I should say, wait, there's more. Guests could take the celebration digital with some exclusive downloadable wallpapers in the My Disney Experience app featuring the Nigerian dwarf goats. Those aren't bad. The Sumatran tigers and more. Sorry, couldn't resist. Plus, they can enjoy some virtual backgrounds for their online video chats. Heyo! They're smart, man. I mean, we adults are spending like 90% of our days in video chats. Now we get some earthy Disney stuff. I'm going to do it. Yeah. Guests can stay tuned to play the Disney Park app for a special edition of trivia all about Earth Day. They can test their knowledge from whenever they may be when a new series of questions launches on Friday, April 23rd, 2021. Whether guests are planning a garden or cleaning up a bench, cleaning up a beach, learning about nature. Why would they be cleaning up a bench, John? I have no idea in my brain. Whether guests are planning a garden or cleaning up a bench. Damn it, I did it twice. Whether guests are planning a garden or cleaning up a beach, learning about nature, or seeing how they can know about conservation, there are so many ways to have fun and get creative, get their hands a little dirty, and make eco-friendly choices that celebrate this world that we share. Woo! That was a lot of text there. Sorry, folks. Halfway through an article, my brain's like, I want out, and it just goes places.
Oh, gosh.
Why would they be cleaning up a bench? There's no problem with cleaning up a bench. If I want to clean up a bench for Earth Day, damn it, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
There's a couple of benches at Universal that need cleaning, I'm just saying.
Yeah. If you're jonesing for a Disney cruise, this is what Disney's doing. They got a pop-up shop over at Disney Springs. So I think Disney Cruise Line is like, hey, Bob, we have an entire warehouse filled with merchandise that we can't put on a ship. Can we sell that in the parks so we can get rid of some of the inventory before the new cruise season starts?
Yeah, I got you.
So last week, the Disney Cruise Line reached a big construction milestone on the Disney Wish, where they laid the keel coin. And now they're announcing that a broad assortment of Disney Cruise Line merchandise that's taking up space in a warehouse is heading to the shores for a limited time. And when we mean limited, until it's gone.
That's right.
Because that's their mission, is get rid of it, is at Disney Springs. Now through early September, guests can stop by the Marketplace Co-op to shop exclusive. And it really is exclusive because normally you can only get this on a cruise ship. So it is exclusive. Right. Collections including traditional Disney Cruise Line Wave and Sail Away mini collections, because nothing is sailing away right now, as well as a selection from Castaway Cay. And you can't get there unless you're on a Disney cruise. So that's very exclusive. Disney Cruise Line's private island in the Bahamas. The Bahama guests can prepare to sail away with trendy and nautical themed spirit jerseys, t-shirts, and even matching styles for adults and kids for the entire family to match. So everybody can get a t-shirt and you'll all look the same. Did you check out the shop when you were there? It probably wasn't open yet.
You know, bro, I don't think it was open because if I'd have seen it, I'd have gone in it. Because, I mean...
Yeah. Because I want a Castaway shirt because, I don't know if and when I'll ever get there. But
you need, it's worth it.
Yeah. Guests can pack their perfect getaways in adorable Disney Cruise Line Loungefly bags or with a classy luggage set. So I think it's like a 5-piece luggage set they're selling from the picture, if I remember correctly. They'll discover everything from mugs to magnets to luggage tags to hats, photo frames, and much, much more. Everything you would get in a Disney Cruise Line gift shop is for sale.
Yeah, at the same price.
Probably more if they were smart.
I'm sure. Probably, yeah, because it's so. I mean,
Exclusive.
You can't get it anywhere. It is literally the definition of exclusive.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless, of course, you go to the outlet mall, then
Right.
it's there too sometimes.
Yeah. While guests are shopping, be sure to check out the ship models for an up-close and personal look at the Disney Dream and Fantasy. So they have the model ships there. I think there's like one in every hotel lobby, too. They're really a dime a dozen. Just across the way at Dockside's Margaritas, adults can sip on the strawberry daiquiris and the pina coladas in the traditional cruise line glass mug to add to more of your vacation vibes at Disney Springs. And those are while supplies last. So apparently there's a limited supply of the cruise line mugs, the pina colada mugs.
Yeah, well, that's true. Let me see something. I don't think we. Yeah, I don't. We were there Wednesday. I don't think this was up. I would have seen this. I, honest to God, would have seen this. Yeah, those mugs are gorgeous. Yeah, I missed that. I don't think it was up.
Yeah.
I'll ask Sid, but I don't think it was running. We would have walked in there. We'd have,
Right. Bought something.
Right. Oh hell yeah! We could have burnt that credit card to the ground. Disneyland Resort theme park tickets and packages are also available. Good God, amen. Amen. Finally, as announced, Disneyland Park and California Adventure Park plan to reopen on April 30th with limited capacity. When Disney reopens their 2 theme parks, they will have enhanced health and wellness measures and will limit capacity through a new theme park reservation system. Theme park reservations are currently available online in advance only for specific dates, subject to availability. California residents only. I'm adding that just so you don't forget.
Yeah.
Last week, new theme park ticket sales resumed, and guests without existing park tickets may begin purchasing tickets and making park reservations. Hotel and package reservations for stays at Disneyland's Grand California Hotel and Spa, as well as 37 Good Neighbor hotels. 37 hotels have been dying on the vine.
Yes.
37 Good Neighbor hotels are also now available until further notice. As I said earlier, only California residents may visit the parks and only in groups no larger than 3 households per state guidelines. For guests who purchased a 2020 military salute ticket, the expiration date has been extended through December 16th of 2021. Tickets may be used on non-consecutive days. Currently, new military salute tickets are not available for purchase for 2021 as Disneyland Resort adjusts the changing state guidelines. Disneyland does look forward to reserving a military salute offering at some time in the future. They should probably have pushed that up a little bit because the military deserves it. Here's a special tippy tip. Be sure to log into your Disney account first to link valid theme park tickets prior to accessing the park reservation system. Apparently, they're anticipating this being a problem.
Yeah, because people are going to try to go to the park system to get a day, and it won't show anything because you don't have a park ticket linked to your account. So link the ticket to your account and then go get your day. That's the order of procedure.
Good call.
Yep. Concept model of the Tokyo Disney Sea's new themed port fantasy was unleashed on the world last week. Tokyo Disney Resort debuted 3 videos showing the parts of the exciting concept model of the Fantasy Springs, a new themed port which will open at Tokyo Disney Sea's Park in 2023. This will be the 8th themed port in Tokyo Disney Sea. 8 themed ports. It's the largest ever since the park opening. Of course it is. Fantasy Springs will include a Disney luxury deluxe hotel. 3 separate areas are dedicated to different Walt Disney Animation Studio films such as Frozen, Tangled, and Peter Pan. Okay. The attractions, restaurants, and immersive spaces will lead guests into a world of each story. The concept model, you can go see these on the Disney Parks blog. You can see all the videos are 1/5 of the actual size of the port. So you've been shrunk down to the size of a toy. During the development process, Walt Disney Imagineering uses concept art, drawings, and models to plan out arrangement and size of buildings and different area development. The model is painted and shot from different angles to provide more concrete views of Fantasy Springs. And this is something that we spoke about with Brian, because I had asked him about the like Toy Story model, or the Fantasyland model, what do they do with them afterwards? Like, is it in somebody's garage? Is it on eBay? Can I get one? Is it sitting in the D23 archives?
Yeah, probably the Disney archive somewhere, or until Iron Man decides to take it home and create a new element out of. Yeah. Oh wait, that was.
Yeah, and then my other question is the time, the effort that goes into making one. Wouldn't it be cheaper to make it in the virtual world, with Oculus goggles and, be able to walk through it? And apparently, no, because you can't get like at eye level and look for sight lines and things like that. So, hence the models are being made.
Yeah. But the thing about the models is it's like we've learned at D23. You look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I can't wait to see that. And that gets locked in your brain versus like image. You can see the image, but once you actually see it in 3 dimensions, it just kind of locks in. Yeah. And then when these things aren't built, you're like, wait a minute.
But what the hell happened? I thought I'm standing where something should be.
I know.
For the past 2 decades, Tokyo Disney Sea has continued to evolve and offer guests even more magical experiences to enjoy. Stay tuned for informational things. So here was something I was learning. I learned this weekend. I don't know the truth. I have to ask somebody now. So the Magic Kingdom lands and hotels that are around it are matched. So like Tomorrowland, Contemporary, Adventureland, Polynesian. I don't know. Fantasyland, Grand Floridian? That's the one I lost connection to. The other 2 I get the connection of the land to its proximity.
I do know that back in the day, the plan had been to have like
an Asian
lands and something like an Asian land or
Pan Asia.
Yeah, and then there was another resort that was supposed to be opened as well, but they had problems because they kept doing the tests and the ground was just swallowing everything up. So, I don't know how the Grand Floridian fits into. I guess though
one of the lands.
I guess if you think about like how it fits into, like the Crystal Palace would fit roughly Main Street USA roughly. I don't know. I just work here. Yeah. It's easy to say like a California Adventure. The Grand Californian makes sense because it's in the the wooded California scene. Right. Over in a California Adventure, it makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, I think they had a great plan there, but they just didn't follow through with it when things couldn't work out that way.
Right.
Yeah. If you like the show and you'd like to support us, we would encourage you to go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/Patreon because that'll take you to our Patreon page where you can sign up for many levels of support. Now, each level of support comes with some pretty awesome rewards, but we've added some extra incentive. The $5 level, you get a couple of extra shows, the Extra Magic and the Extra Magic Hour shows. And then at the $10 level, you get an additional Disney Plus podcast show, meaning we talk about all the things happening on Disney Plus, which is a fun show, and I think a lot of people dig it. If you like not only some extra content for the week, but you also would like to get your hands on one of these Disney by the Numbers t-shirt shirts and not have to really stress about trying to get the payment in. Did I miss an email? Because I'm always worried about that. There's a level that you can get the shirt and all 3 shows plus all the extra perks as well. So go over to DisneyParksPodcast.com/Patreon and sign up. And Patreon's just opened up the ability for you to pay annually. And on top of everything else, you can save 10%. Plus, we're also sweetening the deal by throwing in a free hand embroidered Pixar hat for joining. Or if you go from like the $5 to the $10 or the $10 up to the t-shirt level, you can get a free Pixar hat as well. Now, if you already have a Pixar hat, just reach out and let us know. We'll figure something out. So yeah, go to Patreon, DisneyParksPodcast.com/Patreon. Sign up. We want to thank all of our Patreons. Without doing what you guys do, we want to be able to do what we do. And it really is a great community to be a part of.
Yep. Coming up May 29th, we are going to see a movie at the AMC Theater. It's getting close. They're starting to load some of our selections in there, so probably in the next week or so, we should have more details on that and how to sign up. It will be limited to 20 people, and that is going to be on us. So you're going to want to listen and find out when we release those tickets, because I have a feeling they're going to go quick.
Yeah.
We added a special June meetup, June 12th. There are 6 seats with a lunch with an Imagineer. Our former Imagineer, Brian Collins, is coming to lunch. We are going to go to the Boathouse at 1 p.m., and we are going to sit down, and you can ask a former Imagineer anything or everything about Disney Imagineering. So bring all your questions, your thoughts, your concerns, your whatever you got in your head, and bring it all. Now, you can go to https //DPP with Brian.eventbrite.com. And let's see, I'll post that on Facebook, and I'll post it on our Facebook page, and I'll post it on the website too, so you can go get the tickets there. Cool. August 7th meetup, we are going to Ravello at breakfast. Stay tuned for more details on that. That will kind of be limited to probably about to 12, 14 people, depending on what happens in August. And then December 11th, monorail crawl. So that is a lot of fun. All right, John, last week we had a very interesting question.
Yes.
And there were not a lot of answers.
Really?
Yeah, I think we, not that we purposely stumped people, but I think this gave a lot of people pause. So it's what character in Toy Story 3 says the line, and we're quoting here, authority should derive from the consent of the governed, not from the threat of force, end quote.
I knew the answer to this question last week.
Oh, did you?
I did, actually. Even though you write the answer, I knew what the answer was.
Well, the correct answer was Barbie.
Barbie.
The intellectual Barbie.
Yeah, crazy, right? It's like Elle from Pretty in Pink.
Yeah, was that Smart Barbie
Legally
or
Blonde? Legally Blonde.
Was that Smart Barbie or Airline Barbie?
That was College Graduate Barbie.
Oh, college.
Or that might have been, probably from the way it sounds like, it was either Senator Barbie. No, Senator Barbie or Supreme Court Justice Barbie.
All right.
What do you do when you grow up? I want to be a Supreme Court Justice. Supreme Court Justice Barbie. Supreme Court Justice whatever G.I. Joe equivalent they had.
Right. All right. This is Kevin is the winner. Kevin, I'll toss that in the mail. Actually, I have 2 others I got to toss in the mail, so I'll get on it. All right. This week's trivia question. You ready?
Yep.
Let me do this first. Okay. Which animated feature has the most songs in it? Which animated feature has the most songs in it? I think the answer might surprise you.
Yeah, that's a toughie.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a thought, but I don't think it's right.
Yeah.
I can't guess anyway, so it doesn't matter.
If you know the correct answer, email that to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. So it's DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com.
All right. So we've got some, oddly enough, apparently they're not done working on the Haunted Mansion. I thought that place has been dilapidated and been run down for years, but apparently no, they're doing some home improvements. So they went out to Home Depot, got some supplies, and
Got some
Master
more ghosts.
Gracie got some work ghosts together, and so upon your return to Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, you may discover that the ghosts have been busy updating a few elements around the estate. Outside, the freshly landscaped details now adorn the site for the dearly departed pets, representing their stories from beyond the grave. Inside, a keen eye will notice a few dastardly design embellishments, along with the portrait hallway, including the return of an old, perhaps familiar face. One of the mansion's original portraits, known as April to December, once again graces the hallway. And as you step closer to your doom buggy, you'll see the lovely woman aging before your eyes. We look forward to the planned reopening of Disneyland Resort theme parks on April 30th. Both a theme park. Oh, God, I'm not going to read all that crap again. Guys, you gotta have a theme park reservation as well as a ticket. Theme park reservations can be limited to and subject to availability. Again, only California residents. There's no reason for us to read all that. But
Right.
Guys, they've updated the mansion and it looks amazing. So I'm a little jealous.
Yeah.
And now the question is, I didn't get a good look in the picture. So do they have like a pet cemetery now? Like we've got a pet cemetery?
I can't remember from the pictures.
Now, they're obviously not going to have Mr. Toad in it because they still have Toad.
Yeah, Toad's not dead there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Unless they buried our Toad there.
That'd be weird.
It would be weird. If you were a DVC member, you probably received this very interesting email from DVC, and they are apparently having some problems with everybody trying to call them. Huh.
Awkward.
Awkward. Like, I'd like to use my points, sir. Can I use them today?
Why are you calling me?
Yeah.
Why are you calling me?
It's very interesting because I've had people ask me, like, how do I get through? And I'm like, well, just call. If you can't call your guide. If you can't call your guide, I don't know. That's it. All right. So, it starts out that they know vacation planning is one of the most important and exciting things and aspects of your membership, because it means that soon you will be able to be coming home. Disney's goal is to also provide our members with the highest quality customer experience, including during the essential planning and booking process. Due to multiple circumstances, they are experiencing higher than normal call volumes, and some of you have shared your concerns when calling member services and experiences extended wait times. I've heard some people on the phone for 2 hours or more.
Yikes.
Well, they threw everybody out. Everybody's working from home in a virtual office, and there's not that many people doing it. Their advisors continue to address many complex situations for our members who've had their vacations interrupted by the pandemic, which often requires more time and limits the total numbers of members they can possibly speak to. This, combined with our advisors continuing to work from home, has created an unprecedented challenge for their teams. Please know that they are working diligently to remedy this issue. It's called hiring new people. And recognize that they need to do better. Well, you recognize the problem now. You just need to fix it.
Right. Handle it.
Yeah. I want to ensure you that they are working to take the necessary steps to help reduce the call wait times, including, wait for it, hiring more cast members and investing in a new phone system that will enhance the customer service levels. Fantastic. They've identified the problem and the solution. This is like a master class in business we're reading.
That's right. It's crazy.
In the meantime, while they are working quickly as possible to improve the member experience, we want to also share some online tools available to Disney Club members that you may not know. Okay?
Right.
Online tools include you can book your reservation with transferred or one-time use points. You can do that online. You don't need to speak to a human no longer. You can search for resort availability. So you can put in dates and places and types of rooms, and you can search through the tool without speaking to anybody. These are all semi-new things that Disney has been doing. You can request a Disney Magical Express service up into Disney World, up until obviously the end of 2021. 2022, you're out of luck. So if you are coming in the not the use year, but the year 2021, you can do that online now with your when you make your reservation. You can make Walt Disney World dining reservations within 60 days of your arrival on the member website. You can bank your points online. You don't need to speak to a cast member to do that. And they send a confirmation so that you know that the transaction is complete. You can book your RCI vacations, view points, active statements, point charts, vacation point calculators, and a whole lot more, all online. So, back in the day, all of this was all done by member services. So they've moved a lot of these things onto the website in tools that you can use. So don't go beating up your DVC member people. Also, the website even offers online chats during member services operating hours with cast members who can update guest lists, cancel Vacation Club, cancel Walt Disney Collection reservations. Those are when you're staying at a regular hotel, not a DVC. Deactivate wait lists, remove nights. All those things can be done from the chat too. But if somebody's chatting, is it the same cast member that's on the phone and doing chat at the same time, like multitasking? Right. Maybe that's why they're not getting any phone calls done quicker, is because they really need to be focusing on one thing, not two.
Right.
I'm just saying, Disney. That's it. So if you're having trouble, just know that Disney is aware of it and apparently knows the solution, just hasn't executed on it quite yet.
Right. Hey, we're really excited because we're debuting something brand new this week, and what we're doing is we're bringing in some Disney experts to share some of their expertise on how to Disney. So we combed all of our resources to find the best of the best to talk about how to Disney in different areas, like how to Disney as a large family, how to Disney as a couple, how to Disney for foodies, how to Disney for people who love cocktails, how to Disney as a photographer. And this week, coming off of the story that Tony just shared, we're going to be talking to Tim Krasniewski and how to Disney as a DVC member. So the way this is going to be is we're going to play half of the interview now, and then we're going to have the rest of it only for our Patreon family. So if you want to hear the whole interview, you'll have to join up on Patreon, and we will gladly have you be a part of that over there. And if you want to sign up again, you go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/Patreon. And let's take it away, Tim.
All right.
Now, for those of you who are watching live, you're not getting that. I'm sorry. We're going to have to edit that in. I'm sorry.
All right, let's talk about things, character experiences at the opening of Disneyland. For those West Coasters that have been here, you know what the experience is like. It's no huggy of your favorite character. It's wavy. So here's what's happening. So popular Disney characters will be part of the magic as Disneyland Resort Theme Park opens on April 30th. These experiences will be similar, but not the same, to what you've seen at Walt Disney World theme parks since they reopened. Characters from dozens of beloved Disney stories may be spotted waving and playing across the Disney Park and California Adventure Park. They may even pop up posing in backgrounds for selfies. So I'm not going to run down all the characters and all the things, but just some of the places, and you can obviously summarize who's going to be there. So
Right.
in the Disney park, you got Main Street. Obviously, your Mickey and Friends will be there. Then your Royal Theater, you'll have, guess, a lot of princesses. Small World Terrace will be Alice. New Orleans Square, the characters of New Orleans have returned to their old haunts and with some new ones. So Tiana, obviously, Pirates, Red, all will be on the balcony there. Mickey's Toontown, where you'll find Mickey and his friends. You can wave them
Right.
probably from their houses.
Yep.
Hey, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Guess who you can see there?
Who dat?
Maybe a little Vader. No. I don't know. Is there a place to see Vader in California?
Not yet.
Because we have our little Star Wars thing over
Yeah,
in the
they've-
studios.
I don't know. I don't know what they've got.
But he doesn't appear in Galaxy's Edge.
No, not yet. Either.
Anyway, you'll be able to see Rey, Chewbacca, and all those stormtroopers, Kylo. I know here recently Rey has been playing with the Star Speeders. She's got
Really?
a whole little stick that she's doing over by the Star Speeders
Nice.
for hours. Disney's California Adventure Park over at Carthay Fountain or / Buena Vista. Guests can reach the heart of Disney California. You can find your friends Mickey and his friends there. Superheroes, guess where they will be?
Avengers Campus
Yeah, pretty good guess.
or
th-
Toontown.
Yeah, that's where you'll be able to see Black Widow, Captain America, Spider-Man, Black Panther, and who's that? Dora Milaje?
Dora Milaje.
Milaje.
They're the African fighters from Black Panther, who's in
Oh.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. The
Okay.
bald women.
Yeah, okay.
The Dora Milaje.
Yep. Cars Land over at Radiator Springs. You'll be able to see Lightning McQueen, Red the Fire Truck, Mater, all your Cars people. Pixar Pals will obviously will be Woody, Jesse, Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, Edna, Frozone, Joy, Sadness. They will all be over at the Pixar Bandshell stage. Disney Junior, where you'll find your favorite Disney Junior stars. You'll find Vampira, Doc McStuffins. Those are over at the Disney Theater in Hollywood Land. And then Paradise Gardens, guests can see Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde over on the Zootopia on patrol. So there you go. You got a little bit of everything.
Mm.
Just bring a
Wow.
camera with a long lens because you really can't get that close.
No comment. No comment at all.
Is
Okay.
that you all the way over there, Mickey?
It's a good thing their heads are big. Anyway, Jeff Vale and the Disney cast members get a sneak peek at the new Moana themed rooms at Disney's Polynesian Resort. They shared some awesome photos. Two of the oldest cast members at Walt Disney World Resort, Pluto and Goofy, showed up to check out the changes as well. Disney's pleased to share the images from cast members the other day. Now we have more to share. You can find those out on the interwebs. Jeff Vale is president. Wait, I missed this paragraph there. My bad. Jeff Vale is president of the Walt Disney World Resort, who took over from Josh D'Amaro, who stepped up to become chairman of Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products. Aloha cast members soaked in all the new details. The guest rooms at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort at a cast-exclusive open mouse. Weird. Some of the characters even stopped by to peek inside surprise casts from the patios. Each room is inspired by the Pacific Ocean, including patterns and textures from Moana. Polynesian Village has been closed for well over a year now, shutting down at the same time as all the other resorts when the pandemic hit. Never reopened with the rest of Disney World, except for the Polynesian villas and bungalows of the DVC members. Also open at the Polynesian is the Lava Pool, Captain Cook's, Tambu Lounge, Pineapple and I, and Kona Cafe. Ohana remains closed along with Trader Sam's Grotto.
The
Dang it.
two most popular in-demand items on Disney property are closed.
Yep.
I can't. For the life of me, I can't figure that out. I cannot figure that out.
Well, I mean, the closed space in Grotto makes sense to me.
Yes. Okay. Fine.
The Ohana's doesn't.
Serve it family style. You know.
It is style.
No, it's on skewers. So rather than bringing it on skewers, just plate it and bring it to the table.
Yeah.
Done.
And then seat people further apart. Every other.
Yeah. Every other table.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Disney.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
We're here to help.
Yeah.
Just here to.
We don't want to be
No.
a detour or barrier to your success. We want to help.
We don't want to keep you from success. We want to help you succeed. That's our role.
Right. This was an interesting one. I had to really do a double take on what they were trying to tell me with this article. But Disneyland has changed their rules. And I don't know if this is going to come over here as well, but this is Disneyland's current rules. Will remove guests for using profanity or offensive language. Now, look, before you get upset and start cursing at me, here are the rules. Disneyland and Disney California Adventure are reopening at the end of the month, April 30th. With the reopening comes some changes to policies and procedures in the park. Things like face masks are now required. Social distancing markers must be adhered to in a place throughout the park, and capacity will be limited. Another policy change was just noticed saying that guests using profanity or offensive language will be removed from the parks. This doesn't mean a guest who slips an F-bomb while conversing with their family will be removed from the park, but the new policy states using profanity or offensive language towards a cast member or other guests not in their immediate party will be removed from the park. You can find this information on the Disneyland website. So apparently when, the mask squad goes around and says, "Hey, sir, put up your mask," apparently they've been cursed at. So.
Hang on. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Go ahead.
So we did a story in the extra Magic Hour show about Disney's new policy about the key of inclusion and the changes they're making to allow people to dress and adorn themselves the way that they see fit. That's more representative of who they are and who their culture is and who they are trying to be as people. I guess that's the best way of stating that. I wonder if part of this is that as well, because it doesn't strike me as like people are telling cast members to F off every day, but I could see where some cast members are getting yelled at about the masks, but I can certainly see where we start having cast members who are not wearing the perceived appropriate outfit for their perceived gender.
Yeah.
I can see people yelling at cast members about that, and that's something that's going to get you tossed out of Disneyland.
Yeah.
And Disney World eventually too. So
yeah, yep. So it's very interesting because I've been known to drop the F-bomb, not at cast members, but just at crazy.
No, that's the way we talk.
Yeah. At crazy things. So I guess I'm just gonna have to make sure I'm not saying it in front of a cast member so they don't perceive it being tossed at them.
Yeah. Hey, Tony, you're going to have to watch the little potty mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Dear Bob Chapek.
I want to cuss, damn it. Okay, the more and more Disney World cast members are being recalled to work as Disney prepares to boost capacity for the summer. Oh, yeah, here it comes. Disney is continuing to push forward its reopening plans for Walt Disney World, with all signs pointing towards an imminent increase in park capacity ahead of the busy summer season. Buoyed by a better-than-expected COVID-19 vaccination rollout and pent-up customer demand, psych, Disney is currently in the process of recalling a significant number of former cast members to their existing roles where available and into new roles where needed. We've seen frequent cast member orientation sessions at Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Disney's Animal Kingdom over the past couple of weeks, and heard many from heard from many cast members that they're returning to work. In addition to the increase in operational cast members, we're also seeing more Disney Park Pass reservation slots becoming available for June 2021 during periods that were previously unavailable. For resort hotel guests, June had very limited availability. Recently, we've been seeing almost 100% availability for this period. Dining availability for June and beyond also seems similarly increasing as well. A summer return for live entertainment, which begins with the celebration of the Festival of the Lion King at Disney's Animal Kingdom, will add much needed capacity to the parks. Assuming the Festival of the Lion King is successful, Disney's likely to see more and more live entertainment return, including the possibility of fireworks shows. I don't understand. Yeah, I do understand. If more people get together.
Gathering.
Forget it. Yeah, gathering. Many attractions have also seen an increase in capacity achieved by adding more plastic dividers, reducing social distancing, and loading more guests per vehicle. Finally, Disney World operating hours recently released for June of 2021 suggest a return to something more approaching normal length operating days. Disney never discloses specific attendance numbers, but it has mentioned various operational capacity percentages during this reported period. Disney CEO Roberto Chapi last update was in February of 2021, where he talked about a 35% capacity. Of course, percentages can be rather ambiguous, and it never is quite clear what 35% of an unknown number actually is.
Yeah.
The Walt Disney Company's next earnings result call for investors is scheduled for May 13th, and we can expect to hear an update from Bob on capacity and how Disney World is ramping up for the summer and beyond.
Yeah. So an interesting thing. So I think it was Saturday. Saturday, we were trying to we wanted to dine somewhere on Disney property. So I pull up my Disney Experience. I put dinner, and literally, John, nothing, not a
Really?
place came up. They were all booked completely. I adjusted the number down to one person. I went up to 6 people. I went like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing. There was not a place to eat on Saturday. That's how busy the restaurants have been. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. For a local, on the weekend, this month, we've just been shut out. There's just nothing.
Yeah.
Unless you got it months ago. Unless you got it 30 days ago. And we're smart to do it. And I think that's going to happen. I think they're going to raise it to 50% capacity for this summer as a little mini test to see what could possibly happen if they went a little bit higher for October 1st. Because I don't think they want to sit at a low number for the 50th. I think they want to be at a higher number, obviously, to attract more people, have more hotels open, have more things going. It is the 50th. It's something they've been probably planning for the last 10 years.
Yeah, well, they want it to be healthy. They want it to be an event. They want it to be something that people remember and are excited about. Right. And, less than 35% capacity is not something that everybody's going to get really jacked up about. Yeah. So, good on you.
Yeah. Imagine if it was Disneyland and they were stuck at 15%, like they're going into,
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
That they would freak. They would have a heart attack.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, don't forget, you can go over to DisneyParksPodcast.com/TEE Public and get some masks or buttons or covers for your phone or all kinds of stuff. So go check that out.
Yeah. So, hey, kids, how about a little headline news?
And now, the headline news.
All right, first up, apparently Moana was able to get a new boat and sail over to the Lani Resort. She's back at the resort. She found her way back.
Make way.
Yep.
That's great.
You can also receive up to a 30% discount on select rooms at Aulani this fall.
Ooh.
That paired with a direct flight on the Hawaiian airline from Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
It's making that look like an attractive little trip.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun gig, bro.
Yeah. Disney has been removing the hand washing stations from the theme parks. Remember they had all those plastic little hand washing? Most of them are gone. So if you want to wash your hands, you now got to do it in the bathroom or bring your own sanitizer. There is a new orange vanilla Dole Whip at Disney Springs.
Oh, God. How did I miss that?
Well, you didn't call me, John. I would have given you that information.
Well, I'm glad I didn't, because how the night ended would not have been. I would not have wanted to have orange Dole Whip come out.
Isn't that the one that tastes like the kitty aspirin? The kitty aspirin?
Oh, no. Yeah, that may be. Still, I'll eat it. That'll be great.
I think that's the kitty aspirin. Dumbo is being repainted, obviously, for the 50th. They are on a painting spree.
Yeah.
Anything that's not... Listen, if you stand still at Disney, they might paint you. That's everything.
Go do some work.
Yeah. Disneyland is recalling more cast members to work. We spoke about that. Not recalling, but bringing them back to work. That sounds weird. Bringing them back to work. Tiger Lily, a wet play area over at Vero Beach, is being closed from September 7th through November 15th. So hurricane season, it's not really important to them. It's not their busy season. It's the end of summer. So they're feeling, let's clean it up.
Yeah.
The primary Harmonious fireworks barge arrived on World Showcase Lagoon.
You mean the
alien spacecraft?
Wasn't the primary? Oh my god!
And and they've been doing lighting and fountain testing. Not at night yet. During the day, they've been running all the lights. Shooting. And apparently these water cannons have like 3 different kind of modes to them as well.
Yes, there's fire hydrant, there's
sprinkler head,
sprinkler head, and spit.
Oh god. Oh gosh. Refurbishment continues on Tom Sawyer Island, as well as the Barrel Bridge for the 50th, like I said.
Yeah.
Have you seen the modification over in Morocco?
Yes.
They took the iconic penis off the building and turned it into a door. I want to know, was that door behind there? And if not, what does that door now go to? That's my question.
I've been waiting all week for this joke. Morocco becomes the first Epcot land, or the Epcot pavilion, to have a sex change. Think it through. That's a funny joke when you really stop and think it through.
I get exactly where you're going with that.
All week for that joke. And everybody, dear Disney Parks podcast, Park Hopper John, my kids were listening. How dare you? I am sorry.
Yeah. Apparently, there's going to be a lot of modifications because Disney is now the primary owner. So they're going to do all the things they've been wanting to do for years.
It's going to be Agrabah.
Exactly. The Epcot Pin Traders and Camera Center are being closed for refurbishment, like everything else in Epcot. So I don't know where they're going to put that. Probably on the other side, because I think they did one side and then that went. So they're just going to move it to the other side until, and I can't remember which side is open and closed anymore. If you haven't been to the Disney Contemporary Resort lately, the entire side of one building is completely scrimmed from floor to ceiling. It is crazy. They're not doing it floor by floor. They are doing the entire side of the building at one shot.
It's insane.
Now, we were joking about this when we were there. those were supposed to be able to be pulled out like little dresser drawers, and modified it and slid back into. I don't think ever once. I think I heard somebody say at one of the Destination D or things that we didn't think about the outside skin of the building, like how we were going to pull the room out, or how we were going to pull it out this way to modify. Because once they skinned the building, they're like,
Oh crap!
And then the plumbing. How do you disconnect the plumbing? So nobody. A great concept didn't work.
Great thought. Did not get thought all the way through.
Yep. And also, as part of the 50th spruce up, all of the rooftops in Fantasyland have been painted this really shiny blue. Not the same shiny blue that's on the castle, but a new shiny blue. A new iridescent, as they would say.
Shiny blue number 2.
Yeah. Iridescent number 2.
Iridescent number dose.
Yeah. So it's looking fancy schmancy.
Starting to look great. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're not doing anything on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time, come over to facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast, and you can watch live, warts and all, bells and whistles. You can see everything that we do behind the scenes. Also, we want to get you to go over to Disney Parks Podcast on the internets, over at YouTube and the Instagram at Disney Parks Podcast. Come find us over on our home on the website, which is DisneyParksPodcast.com. You can find all sorts of great articles there. We've got some guest bloggers. You can find all of our show archives, as well as links to all sorts of really cool stuff, like our good friends over at Destinations to Travel. If you're looking for a travel planner that you can trust, someone that's going to do an amazing job, that's not going to cost you anything, you want to go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/travel, fill out the quick questionnaire, and someone from Destinations to Travel will get in touch with you. And finally, if you'd like to support the show, like what we do here, and you would like to be part of our Disney podcast Patreon community, you go to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. You can sign up there. We've got a great reward system. We've got extra shows that we produce each and every week that you can only hear on Disney Parks Podcast Patreon. And we've got all sorts of really cool things. If you like the Disney by the Numbers t-shirts, if you want to get a hat from Pixar, we got a lot of great stuff going on over there. Go over to DisneyParksPodcast.com/Patreon. If you'd like to get your Disney by the Numbers shirt, you can go to DisneyByTheNumbers.com/shop. You could sign up. Each month you're going to get an email and a time frame. You're going to get the email, and within 5 to 10 days of that email, they're going to close up the shop and the shirts are gone. If you don't buy that printing, they are done. And we're still continuing in the months of the year of the original OG attractions. So I'm wearing my 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea shirts. Do we have next month's yet?
We do not. Coming soon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do.
What?
Sky Buckets.
Yeah, it's already done.
Yeah. We debuted the Sky Buckets, so we've already done that. So we don't know what the next one is, but yeah. Anywho, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank you for chatting with us. We hope that you had a great time. And like we always say, if we don't see you online, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.